Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier, ready for action. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Caruso and Williams make up the perimeter, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And for Philadelphia, Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's McCain in at the 2. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Now Holmgren. From downtown, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Embiid, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Embiid passes to Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. No good off the back of the rim. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Caruso. Pass to Oubre. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Caruso outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, Kelly Oubre is a multi-talented forward that plays with a lot of confidence. If he can keep this kind of consistency, he's going to do some damage in this league.
And he's good on the second. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason. Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Caruso, following the score by Philadelphia. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Maxey. Shot to stop the run. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Here's McCain. Williams defending. Back to George. Pass to McCain. Clock at 4. Over Williams. McCain shot is off.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George passes to Oubre. Here's McCain. He's covered by Holmgren. From about 19. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Holmgren. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso with it. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Drops a first. Last season, the Thunder became the youngest team in NBA history to clinch a #1 seed, Brent.
Yeah, how about that? The age average combined last year, 23.9 years of age. And most of their players not even close to their full potential. To have that kind of success and to share in that kind of story means that they have a big-time foundation to build upon, B.A.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. #1, the Thunder.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
The Sixers lead by 3. Here's McCain. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Hartenstein against Embiid. Outside Maxey. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
They won both of their meetings last season. You love to pull that off against another powerhouse.
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too, with both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
The 76ers have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. George outside. Back to Maxey. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
That one's no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Caruso against Oubre. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Now Maxey. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. George outside. There's the triple. The Thunder with the rebound. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
Yeah, and going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 35 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Here's Maxey. 4-point game. Pass to Embiid. Puts it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
On the wing, Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks that one from the post.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dort's checked in. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. You look at the Thunder, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
I think for the Thunder, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Embiid. The Sixers again can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Dort. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 4. Pass to McCain. Embiid, a screen on Dort. Down low. Embiid, good. Embiid's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for OKC. Now here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Hartenstein. Embiid covers. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Oubre. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. And Maxey, here we go. Good. And the assist to Embiid. And it's all knotted up.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McCain. Dort defending. Here's McCain. 23 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando. George's shot is good.
Anytime George gets the chance from 3, if he's in a rhythm, he's going to knock it down.
Thunder trail by 3. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Dort. Outside, Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Oubre to the middle. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Williams against Oubre. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, Oubre, the closer he gets, the more excitable he can be. What a finish.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Wiggins, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Thunder trail by 5. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Dort, a screen on Maxey to win the drought. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
And here's Jackson. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Drummond, high post. Jackson against Wiggins. Jackson, the pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Well, there's playmaking ability and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Hartenstein. To the paint. Here's Williams. Rebound by the 76ers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lu Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
First free throw is good.
Luguentz Dort, just a guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play, and teammates love what he brings to the court.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now here's Maxey. Watched by Wallace. Here's Yabusele. No one near him. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
1:19 left to play in the first. Now Wallace, averaging around 5 points a game. Lets a floater go. That one falls. Holmgren's got 8. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside Maxey. Pass to Drummond. Jackson outside. Here's Grimes. There's the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And he gets that one.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
32 seconds left to play in the first. Maxey surveys. To the right side. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Wallace. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Drummond passes to Maxey. Good D by Wallace. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Sixers ahead, up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And it's Butler with the ball for the 76ers. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. We've got Reggie Jackson. He's out there with Butler. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Wallace. And here's Dort. Five on the clock. Wallace, left side. Holmgren with a screen on Butler. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Wallace. He's covered closely. Pass to Holmgren. Wiggins outside. Wallace with it. Butler covering. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Grimes. Here's Embiid. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Holmgren, the pass to Williams. Dort outside. The 3 is up. And they recover it. Back to Williams. And that misses. That would have put them up. The 76ers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Butler passes to Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Embiid. Dort with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Let's go with a three. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Their activity on the defensive end has been fantastic here tonight. They've had deflections, they've ended up with steals, and that's just getting them out on the break and speeding them up.
Caruso, he's checked in for Wiggins. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Now here's Butler. Watched by Wallace. Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Holmgren. 6 to shoot to get back on track. Banked it in off the glass.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Caruso. Wallace with it. Ooh, poked away. Dort outside. Williams with the screen. And Dort is good for 3. Dort's got 5 now.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Now here's Butler. Watched by Wallace. To the inside. Grimes, the pass to Butler. Lets it go from 14. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Pass to Wallace. Back to Dort. Unloads. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Now here's Embiid. Williams defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Hits both from the stripe.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. It's the mark, and it's blocked by Embiid.
And you have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Drills it from deep. Jackson's got 5. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. Caruso, a screen on George. Dort, the pass to Caruso. Launches it. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. Puts up a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Williams. Dort outside, fires from deep. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Caruso. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Jackson. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
You look at Embiid, fan voting has placed him all the way up at the number 3 spot in the East.
I mean, who isn't going to vote for this guy? He's had a stellar season so far.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. On defense, the Sixers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Oubre against Dort. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
And that's just Dort being Dort. I mean, the guy plays so physical and bullies his way inside.
That's good from Dort.
Luguentz Dort continues to find ways to impress you and expand his offensive game, but he knows he's coming to the league as a defender, and he takes a tremendous amount of pride in it.
And the Thunder making a change here. Jang's checked in. And Dort hits them both. Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Dort finds Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA just powering through contact.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's McCain. George outside for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
Thunder trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. And it's blocked by Embiid. Here's McCain. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
I just love the ball movement.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8. Outside, Williams. Dort outside. Launches the 3. Connects from downtown. Dort's got 10 points in the game.
And this is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
George, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And that game against Milwaukee, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
That free throw misses. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Jang, and it's Wiggins in for Dort. And the second free throw is good. Thunder trail by 3. Caruso outside. Williams with the screen. The 3. Caruso misses. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid finds Oubre. This one for 3. The Thunder with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Caruso outside. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
George passes to Embiid. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Come on. I mean, what can you do defensively? Embiid is pretty much impossible to guard when his jumper's on.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. Number 1, the Thunder.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
So it's Oklahoma City now. It's a 5-point game. Hardenstein passes to Holmgren. Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get it going. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive. His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Here's McCain. And there's a pick. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Thunder trail by 7. To the paint. Holmgren finds Williams. Hartenstein a screen. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points. That one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game. Philadelphia leading by 5. Pass to Maxey. A minute 22 left in the second. Here's McCain. Now Oubre, 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. The Thunder shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Spins. Here's Williams. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Pass to George. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Williams from long range. Counted from distance. Give him 8 points now.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Yabusele. Out to Oubre. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 8 here in this quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Maxey with it. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, you hold the lead now, but how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
A lot of times defense leads to offense. Thanks, Joel.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
You talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
I hope we get to see all of these guys expand the field if you have to.
Yeah, just get a center or a power forward in there. The game has evolved. Us big guys need representation.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And it's the Sixers with the ball. They lead by 1, and on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Caruso and Williams make up the perimeter. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
And Embiid drops them both. So it's the Thunder now. They trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Philadelphia leading by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Philadelphia has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Embiid a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Oubre. George outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated, but this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite.
That's good from George. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And he makes both free throws.
When you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George, that should tell you how valuable PG is.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Now here's Maxey. He has 6. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's the floater. And it's blocked by Embiid. And they'll keep possession. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Maxey.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 2-point game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And they'll get another chance. Hartenstein a screen. Williams on the wing. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Down low. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Caruso. Oubre on the wing. Hits the three-pointer. And now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
Oklahoma City's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Maxey. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Caruso. And here's Hartenstein. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Maxi's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McCain. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso with it, guarded now by Maxey. Here's Hartenstein. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Mr. Bunny. Those are the shots you've got to convert.
Here's McCain. Pass to George. Second shot opportunity. Hartenstein against Oubre. Outside Maxey from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. And here is Williams. He's got 10. Caruso outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Maxey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Now Maxey. He's got 6. Pass to Embiid. Another shot. And Embiid fires it home.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
He misses the free throw.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Good on the second one. Here's Maxey. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Embiid, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid passes to Oubre, shoots over Hartenstein, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Williams in the post. George defending. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Embiid.
Now, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Maxey. 6 points for him. Pass to Oubre. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Oubre's got 12.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. George with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Takes the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's Thunder trail by 5. And And Gilgeous Alexander missing. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Embiid, a screen on Williams. Maxey passes to Embiid. Inside. And stolen by Hartenstein. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And it's Holmgren missing. Philadelphia leading by 5. Pass to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Williams. To the left side wing. The 3. Embiid misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Maxey against Caruso. Now here's Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Caruso. Shoots over Maxey. Pass to Holmgren. Williams, a screen on George. And here's Caruso outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Holmgren. Gilgeous Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Floats one up. Ooh, Gilgeous Alexander. Turn it on the Jets.
Gilgeous Alexander comes at you in a lot of ways. There's floaters and pull-ups and drives. Pretty gifted offensive player.
Here's Maxey. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now here's Caruso. Now here's Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Here's McCain. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
We've just seen these massive leaps from Paul George throughout his career, particularly as a playmaker.
Thunder trail by 8. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Holmgren with it. Cans it with nobody near him. Holmgren's got 16 points now. Here's McCain. He's got 7. Embiid, a screen on Caruso. And here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pass to Holmgren. And here is Williams. He's covered by Oubre. Williams misses. Philadelphia leading by 8. Maxey with it. Hartenstein covering. Maxey passes to George. Now Embiid. Here's McCain. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Clock is at 3. And here's Oubre from the arc. And the 76ers another 3.
Oubre finding a rhythm right now, and there's very little the defense can do.
1:24 left in the third. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. It's stolen by Maxey. He's all alone. And a big dunk at the end of the break.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
Holmgren with a screen on Maxey. looking to end the run. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Outside Maxey. George passes to Maxey. Embiid against Hartenstein. It's George on the wing. Over Holmgren. George's shot is off. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oubre against Williams. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Williams. Wiggins, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond finds Jackson. Now Maxey, watched by Wallace. Maxey passes to Jackson. Off target from outside. Fires from way outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Butler out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Such a wide-open look.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Now here's Butler. Up top, Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Dort outside, fires the 3, and another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And this is how confident Dort knows how effective he is off the catch.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. And it's Butler with the ball for the 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Jackson. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Dort. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Embiid.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Now here's Caruso. Outside, Williams. They set the pick. Now Wallace lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Butler passes to Grimes. Embiid inside, working on Williams. Jackson for 3. They grab their own miss. Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Caruso for 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Butler. Embiid inside. Williams defending. Strong finish by Embiid.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Williams passes to Williams. Sinks Hits it from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
So it's Philadelphia now. 6-point lead. Butler with the ball. Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jackson against Caruso. Here's Embiid. Some solid defense from Williams.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. They get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Williams from long range. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Jackson outside. Here's Yabusele. Jackson on the wing. He's guarded by Caruso. Here's McCain. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And here is Williams. Fires it from 18. It's hauled in by the Sixers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Yabusele. Pass to McCain. Now here's Embiid. Dort with a steal. Here's Caruso. The rebound by Jackson.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
First one falls.
And Quentin Grimes is known for that motor. He's a tenacious defender who competes hard and will not back down from the individual challenge.
Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Jackson. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Dort a screen on Maxey. Shoots from 12. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Off the inbound. That one's good. Nothing but net. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Hartenstein with a screen on Maxey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. George, right side. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Pulls up. And it's Maxey missing. Thunder trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Wiggins for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to George. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey.
And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
That free throw's good for Maxey. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Wiggins. Both free throws good from Maxey. Thunder trail by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Inside, here's Hartenstein. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's Maxey. George outside. Here's Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. Hartenstein with a screen on Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. McCain. That one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Hartenstein. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Now Maxey. Embiid a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Maxey. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Oubre from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Oubre's got 12 points here in the second half.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Thunder trail by 10. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Some solid defense from Maxey. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. George finds Embiid. Screen by Embiid. Kicks it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Oubre. A deep three. And it's Maxey missing. And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 32% during this fourth.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Embiid passes to Maxey. Here's Oubre. Williams defending. George against Holmgren. Pass to McCain. Three-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Williams misses.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9. And Embiid drops them both. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Minute 50 left in the final quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the block. And he's able to get it back. Yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Embiid, a screen on Holmgren. Here's George. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
hits the first one, and that brings him within single digits. And so he hits both. .119 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's McCain. Up top, Embiid.
Yeah, I love the use of the shot fake by Embiid. Smart basketball there.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. And Embiid drops them both. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the three. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Philadelphia has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And here's George. The 3-ball. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Oklahoma City now, trailing by 10, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within single digits. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Maxey with it. Up top, Embiid. Four on the clock. Count it. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.